Hey guys, welcome to my first tier ranking on YouTube. Sorry about that. Welcome to my tier ranking of all the DreamWorks animated films as of now. We have Puss in Boots 2: The Last Wish coming out in December, Christmas time. But until then, I'm just going to rank all the ones we have as of now to date. S tier is the best, F is the worst, and I love DreamWorks Animation. I've grown up with them all my life since I was a kid, and I still see their films to this day, of course. They've got a lot of great animated films, so let's have some fun with this. Let's start with the first movie, Ants. So here we go. Ants is an A tier. It's a good first film for DreamWorks. Yeah, sure, it may be similar to, A Bug's Life, but I like both movies. And at least I like both films. They both came out the same year, but Ants is a good film. I really enjoy it, so yeah. What next? Just bear with me. Next up is The Prince of Egypt. Where is it? Let's hang on, guys. I'm just looking for it. Yep, that's an S tier. Sorry, that's DreamWorks. The Prince of Egypt is an S tier. Very underrated. It's got some amazing songs. It's one of my favorite biblical films. I love its characters. It's an amazing film, and everyone should see it. Anyone who hasn't seen this movie really needs to. It's highly underrated. It's just one that you need to check out. Moving on is The Road to El Dorado. That is an there's a lot of those now. That's an A tier. And like with most of DreamWorks 2D's animated films, very underrated. I love Miguel 2D. I love the songs. It's tough to be a god. It's got amazing characters, and the animation is wonderful. And out of all their 2D animated films, I really would have liked to see a sequel to this, maybe or a television follow-up, but I don't think we'll get it. But I wish we did. But yeah. Anyways. Next up is Chicken Run, which is technically mostly Aardman's film, but DreamWorks distributed it and it was a collaboration. But still, it's a great film, one of my favorites from the studio. I should put in S tier. I love its characters like Rocky, Ginger, and it is getting a sequel I think next year. Look forward to that, but still great film. Moving on to the next film let's do the Shrek films now. Shrek is definitely an S tier. Love it. It's one of my favorite fairy tale parodies. I love the characters like Shrek, Donkey, and any of the fairy tales and all that. So yeah. What's next? Where's Shrek 2? Shrek 2 is an A tier. It's an A tier once more. In fact, when it comes to animated sequels, this one's one of the best, and it's probably another one that surpassed the original film. Shrek's a great film, but Shrek 2 is even better. So yeah, Shrek the Third. It's definitely a D tier. I mean, it's the weakest of the bunch. I may have to do a spoof of it anyway, but I don't. I know it's not great, but it is the weakest of the bunch. So yeah. What next? Where's Shrek Forever After? Shrek is a B. Forever After is a B tier. I know people are again mixed on it, but I think it's a good conclusion to Shrek franchise, and it's better than Shrek the Third. So yeah. Where were we? Now let's do Spirit, Stanley and Decameron. That will be an 8. Oh, sorry, wrong film. Sorry that. Oops. Where is it? Spirit is an A tier. It's a good underrated film from DreamWorks again. Love Spirit and the relationship with the human character. Forgot his name. And yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites, and I've talked about it a few times. So yeah. Where's Spirit? What's the sequel called? I forgot it. I saw it back in I think it was last year I saw it, and it is. I'm going to put it in the C tier. I mean, it's definitely not as good as the first Spirit, but, Spirit Untamed's fine. It has its moments for being, based on the show, which I've only seen a couple episodes of on Netflix, but it's fine. Now, where were we? We'll get to franchises maybe in a bit, but let's see what's next. Just hang on. Aha, Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas now. Where were we on that? That will be an B tier. It's a good underrated film. It's very enjoyable. Love its like sea adventures, and it's a good movie. I've talked about it before. I like it. Like, you know, I've talked a lot about these films, so I'll try not to go into too much detail on this. What's next? Someone on Shark Tale. I'm gonna go for C tier. I mean, I know some people. Again, I like it. I know some people don't like it, but I think it's decent. It's got, you know, it's got its moments. So yeah, I enjoy it as maybe a guilty pleasure DreamWorks film, but I like it. I know some people don't, but it's fine. Moving on to Madagascar films now. We'll do those next. The first one is definitely a S tier. Love it. Love Alex, Martin, Gloria Melman. I love the penguins, Kinjulia, and all the characters. So yeah, and it's plot about them going to Madagascar from New York's Central Park Zoo. Anyways, Madagascar 2 again. I'm gonna put in A tier. It's a good follow up. I love how it's about how we go to Africa this time. Alex gets to meet his parents, and it's enjoyable, yeah. And I like how it shows his backstory at the beginning as well. Madagascar 3, I'm gonna go for an A tier again. Again, a great third film, and if they ever do a fourth film about maybe going on one last circus journey and then go back to New York Zoo, I don't know if we're gonna get that, but if we don't, then this is a good film in the trilogy, and if they decide not to continue, then that's a good conclusion. The Penguins of Madagascar now is C tier. I mean, it's a decent spin-off, but it's a good spin-off, and even if it has nothing to do with the show, it's fine. It's got its moments. Wallace and Gromit: The Curse of the Were-Rabbit now. We'll do that next. Where is it? That's an A tier. That's an S tier for me. One of my favourite films with Aardman. It's great that Wallace and Gromit finally got their first full-length feature film, and yeah, it's one of my favourites. So yeah, a S tier for me. Now on to Over the Hedge. I'm gonna put that in S tier. I've used Heather a lot in my videos, and it's very funny. I love its characters like RJ, Hammy the Squirrel, Vern the Turtle, Heather the Possum. And it's overall funny film. So yeah, I enjoy it. I remember seeing it, still remember it, love it. Flushed Away now, where's that? I'm going to go for that in the B tier. It's a great film. It's a great, it's the last Aardman film to be done with DreamWorks. Obviously Aardman's still going to this day, but they've done collaborations beforehand, and if they were going to end it, and this is a good film, you know, I enjoy it. Very underrated as well. So yeah. Shrek the Third. Oh, so we've done that already. Let's do B movie. That is an A tier. I love it. It's a great another bug movie, but about a bee, voiced by Jerry Seinfeld, going to the real world, meeting a human called Vanessa. It's very funny. I love its humor and its memes. I've talked about a lot, serve a lot of people. So yeah. Now let's do the Kung Fu Panda trilogy. Kung Fu Panda is an A tier, one of my favorite franchises from DreamWorks. It's awesome. It's pure awesomeness. Jack Black voices Po the Panda very well. The Furious Five, and yeah. Kung Fu Panda 2 again S tier. One of my favorite sequels from DreamWorks. Lord Shen's one of my favorite villains, and yeah. Kung Fu Panda 3, awesome third film again. Po gets to finally meet his dad, and we are getting a fourth film in 2 more years, 2024. Can't wait to see that, but yeah. Monsters vs. Aliens now. Where is it? I'm going to go for an A tier. Another great film for DreamWorks. I love it. It's about this lady meeting these aliens and who go against these monsters. It's very cool and awesome. Love it. How to Train Your Dragon trilogy now. Let's do that next. S tier for me. Love it. I've talked about it a lot, so yeah. Hiccup 2 first. Great characters. How to Train Your Dragon 2. Again, S tier. It's a great sequel. I really enjoy it, and yeah. Sure, it's sad that Hiccup loses his dad, but it's still a worthy sequel. How to Train Your Dragon 3, The Hidden World, S tier. Great. I did a review of it back then, and it's still good. It's still a fantastic movie. Great conclusion to How to Train Your Dragon, and I loved it. What next? Megamind now. That's an A tier. Great superhero movie. Love Megamind and voiced by Will Ferrell. Titan's a great villain voiced by Jonah Hill. And it's just a great film. Can't wait to see a television follow-up at some point. And yeah. Where were we? What's next in the list? Rise of the Guardians. Very underrated. So S tier for me. I love its story about this guy called Jack Frost teamed up with all the Guardians, you know, like Santa, the Tooth Fairy, Easter Bunny, Sandman, going against the Boogeyman voice called Pitch Black. And again, kind of like with Road to El Dorado, we never got a sequel, which is sad, but still a good movie. Now let's... Oh wait, I forgot about Puss in Boots. Sorry about that, guys, when I was doing the Shrek films, but that's a B tier. It's a good spin-off. Look forward to its sequel later this year. Now let's do the Croods 1 and 2. The Croods is an A tier. Great caveman movie about you know, Eep, voiced by Emma Stone, meeting a guy called Guy, voiced by Ryan Reynolds. Funny moments, great characters. I enjoy it. The Croods 2 is a great sequel, so once again, A tier. Really had fun with it. Great seeing these characters again, and as well as them meeting the Better Mans. It's another good sequel from DreamWorks. They're really good at sequels so far, with one exception, being Shrek the Third, but anyways. Turbo is a B tier. Great film. Love how Ryan Reynolds voices Turbo the Snail. I love I love its concept about a snail who's fast, who can race, and it's a great film. Mr. Peabody and Sherman is a B tier. Great movie. I love how I like Sherman's friendship with Mr. Peabody. It's a good film. I enjoy it. Now where were we? Now let's do Home. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it in the D tier. I mean, I don't remember much about this film, but I know a lot of people are not into it, so maybe I'll just put it there. Again, and I forgot to say at the beginning, with this tier list is just all opinion based, so yeah. But moving on, what's next? Now let's do the Trolls movies. Trolls is an A tier. One of my favorite films from 2016 actually, and I love its songs. It reminds me of, you know, some other colourful stuff. It's pretty good. Trolls World Tour is a B tier. Some people, I guess, I'm mixed on it, but I think it's a good sequel. Look forward to Trolls 3, I think next year it is, or something like that. But we'll get to that. I'll review it when it comes out. The Boss Baby movies, yeah, I'm not I liked it when it came out, but I'm not really a fan now, so yeah. I mean, it was funny when I saw it, but I don't know, how can I put it? It just feels cliched and mediocre. Didn't laugh, yeah. Same with its sequel, which again, liked at first, but as time went on, I'm like, okay, maybe it's not that great of a film. But moving on, Captain Underpants, the first epic movie. Very good movie. I love how it's not the first DreamWorks movie to be based on a book, but in terms of popular books, it's probably the one that comes to mind. So yeah, it's a great movie. It gives me vibes from, you know, the Peanuts movie with its animation style. I love George and Harold and Captain Underpants itself. I only read a little bit. I might have read the books back in the day. I remember reading covers of them, but the movie is great. Loved it. And I don't know if we'll get a sequel, but it's good. Moving on is, anyways, Abominable now is a good B tier. I haven't seen its television show follow-up yet, but it's good. Anyways, The Bad Guys, S tier for me. It's a worthy sequel. It's a good movie so far. Sorry about that, guys. My mistake. S tier, one of the best in like a while now from DreamWorks. I love its characters. You like Mr. Wolf, Miss Tarantula, Diane Foxington, and it's amazing. And yeah, one of my favourite DreamWorks films of this year actually, and probably the best one in like since How to Train Your Dragon 3 if you ask me, but anyways, Now let's rearrange this. I'm gonna put. Let's just sort me. Yep. Just let me organize this so I can get it correct. Where were we? Now, yep, that order's fine. Let's see the B tier now. Vulnerable's good. Maybe I'll sort in places. Just hang on, guys. Pussy Boots 2, I'm gonna put at the top of the B tier. Maybe that's fine where it is. I'll maybe put Turbo right there. Now let's sort out the S tier first, actually. I'm going to put Shrek 2 at the top and Shrek right there. Cover Vendor Trilogy after that. Where else? How to Train a Dragon Trilogy can go after Kung Fu Panda. Just, yeah, where was I? Yep. Right there. What else? Prince of Egypt's good. Roto Eduardo's both Prince of Egypt and Roto Eduardo are masterpieces. Chicken Run was Gourmet, Rise of the Guardians. The Bad Guys is one of my favorites in like a while. What else? Maybe I'll put Madagascar just after the How to Train a Dragon trilogy. Now let's do the 8. Let's sort out the A tier. Madagascar 2 there, Madagascar 3 right here. Good, check. Just, yep. Nope. B movie can be after Over the Head. I'll put Cat the Underpants right there. And then Trolls here. Spirits right there. Monsters vs Aliens. Maybe put Megamind after Spirit. Yeah, that's good. Let me just check orders. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, there you go. S tier, masterpieces. A tier is great films. B tier is the good movie. C is it's okay. Wouldn't call it a masterpiece, but it's good. D tier, not that great. F tier is kind of my least favorite on DreamWorks, but yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's my tier ranking of all DreamWorks animated films. So, what are your favourite animated films from DreamWorks? Comment below and tell me down in the comments. And if you like this video, please subscribe. And until next time, take care.
The moon, the bear, and the big blue house will be waiting for you to come and play. Come and play. Come and play. Bye now.